first 3 days were more of like a fun and living the moment. We drove into different places we thought we would find and hunt what we are looking for. We are now in our last 2 days of our hunting trip. I can sense that Viktor is now feeling the pressure of getting what we came here for. We hiked mountains, hills, trails after trails, open meadows, creeks, alpines, hoping to find that one bull moose. This is hunting, laying down and sitting up. The weather today is overcast compared to the previous days of hunting here. We went back to the car and decided to go and check other spots. We found a deactivated road, yet Viktor is very determined to check the area. But the last one was pretty deep that there is no way Yoda can get through there. So we parked Yoda and started walking. We passed by 2 small creeks, and the area looks so nice. It has a lot of vegetation and a great potential for moose. So we continue walking until we reach the end. Viktor is still very determined to get his moose. He made calls, but still no response. Where are the moose? We ask. Monday. Before going to bed last night, we were discussing which area should we go for the next day hunt, as we need to decide wisely as our time is running out. Tomorrow is our last day, and the pressure is real. I can sense how much Viktor wanted to find his moose and getting pressured by the circumstances, most especially to himself. I told him that no matter what the outcome of this trip, I am so proud of him as I witnessed how much hard work he put into this. I know that he worked hard, but sometimes odds can't always be in our favor. It is an early season, and no matter how much whiny he calls the moose, it would come into luck if they would respond, as the rut hasn't officially started yet. We learned that big bulls are usually up into higher altitudes, and the ones that are here in the lower area are young ones that could have been scared to come out from the tree line. We realized that this hunt won't be easy and will be a very challenging one. We packed our stuff with Yoda and off to another adventure. It's Monday, and the logging trucks are coming in and out. We went to an area where it is known for moose hunters. I guess the rumors are right. There are so many moose tracks around the area. We see moose beds after moose beds, just few kilometers in between, and you can even see it beside the road. We drove further and we noticed that there's so much vegetation for moose and other wildlife in this area. They will never get hungry here. The resources are just abundant for them. We decided that it is time to leave the area and plan to go back to the campsite, grab our beddings and mattresses, and plan to stay here for the night. South Fulton has so much potential. The vastness of vegetations and habitat for moose is huge and beautiful. We arrived at the place where we are planning to hunt to get our moose. We called this place as the Highway of Moose. All the tracks we see are fresh and the roads are full of it. While Viktor was up on a hill, I grabbed the chance to do a photo shoot of him. It is getting dark and it's time to go back to Yoda and come back here early morning. We had a good sleep last night. A big loud sounds from the distance woke us up, and it sounded like a loud whiny cow moose. My heart was pounding really fast, and I thought to myself, wow, this is it. We might really get a moose here. As we are walking our way back to the same place where we hunted last night, the fog is so thick that we could not see any wildlife from a far distance. On a positive note though, the weather is colder than the previous morning, so that would give us a high hope that moose might be just around. We stopped at the same spot where we were yesterday. It is so beautiful. The scenery of wide open area with few trees are covered with fog and mists. It is a perfect scene to take photos, so I grabbed my camera and started taking photos. Victor walked farther a little bit while observing the moose hoofprints in the area. An hour passed. Victor wants to check the other road where we go up on a hill. Seems like a good idea because it is a higher ground, and if the moose is down the hill, then it would be easier for us to see it crossing the trail. We stayed for almost an hour, but there's no sign of moose to see or hear. At this time, the mist in the air is so visible. I went and stood in a stump and observed the nice view of the scenery. I thought to myself, I could live here. We can build a nice little cabin and just be here all day long. We still hear the machinery so loud, so Victor and I decided to go somewhere else. We found a very promising area. The previous area I call it as a highway of moose. However, this place where we are at right now, I call it as a moose haven. We saw a lot of droppings, moose beds, hoofprints, young aspens and willows, streams and lakes. We keep on walking forward and Victor keep on doing his moose call. And we waited and waited and waited. And we realized we are too early for the season. It is something we and you will learn from us. It is not rutting season yet, and no matter how much we call them, they are just not responding. We decided to go back to the camp and call it a day. Happiness is very subjective to many, but if you really think about it, happiness is something you can find within yourself. Though we did not get the moose we are looking for, but we got the most special reward on this trip, and that is time. This trip gives us time to be with each other, a time to know ourselves, a time to be happy, a time to have fun and relax, a time to enjoy the moment of solitude and peace with God. All hunts are successful hunts. Whether you get something or miss the biggest opportunity of your life and end up with nothing, we learn from those mistakes to never make them again. You come back knowing that you need to succeed next time. Grow and become stronger. It was fun hunting with my love, even if we sat in silence most of the time. Hunting is not about talking. It's about taking the time to breathe and close your eyes and be one with nature. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. We will be uploading more videos in our channel, and that would include our lifestyle living in the countryside. Thank you, and hope to see you guys again next time. Bye!